How you doing, everyone? Welcome to Monday Madness, Mayhem, whatever you want to call it. Here we are again. I don't know where time's going. We're into March. For all the Davids in, by the way, happy belated St. David's Day for yesterday. I know we've got about 200 Davids, at least, that come into the chat. So, yeah, happy St. David's Day to you guys. Yeah, Train Simulator Classic, we're going to thrash it. I've got Manchester Piccadilly on behind me because we're going into Piccadilly in the first service in the HST. In the second one, in the 31, we're coming out of Piccadilly. So there's quite a big briefing for the HST one, which we'll go through when I switch to the game. But for now, I will say a few hellos. I'll just see who I can see. We've got 30 in at the moment. I can see Railroad Unlimited. How are you doing? Matt W is there. David Drives, good evening. Elliot is in. Wes, I see Pete Edmonds. I can see G. Dave is there. Nexus, Scott Chego is there. Who else have we got? Nexus, I already said Nexus and Wes. And Gary Mathers 9, thank you for that resub, buddy. It's not popped up actually, has it? And I don't know if it does it in this view, but it does it. It does it when we're in the game. So we're gonna switch back to the game. But thank you for that, buddy. It's more than kind of you. Matt's gonna get a departure board. Oh, it's happening to a few of you, isn't it? It's happening to a few of you. Yeah, it's addictive. Tintin's 3 minutes late again. He wouldn't get away with it in Switzerland. I just had 2 rounds of music. See, Dave thought he'd beat me to it, but we had 2 rounds of music, you see, not just the one. So that's what we did there. Right, let's go to this one. Here we go. Right, so the blurb is slightly covered up by my camera, so I'll let you know what it is. We're in the Valenta, because I know when we did the members' choices a week or so ago, David Drives, he wanted the Valenta again. He wants the Valenta every single stream. So I quite like the Valenta. In fact, I don't think out of the 3 HST packs, I don't think I've driven the other 2 very much at all yet, because you all kept telling me the Valenta is the best one because the engine, etc. So we're going for that again. It's 105 minutes, this one. It's a decent run to start with. This is 1 Hotel 61, 1500 St Pancras to Manchester Piccadilly. Here's the story, bear with me. It says, between May 2003 and September 2004, Midland Mainline operated a service between London St Pancras and Manchester Piccadilly using recently withdrawn VTXC HSTs. This provided an alternative route whilst the West Coast Mainline was disrupted during the modernisation project. With only a few days to go until the service's withdrawal, drive one of these services between Leicester and Manchester Piccadilly on a pleasant afternoon. In the final 6 weeks of this service, the route via Stockport was closed, so you will run non-stop via New Mills Central instead. 43070 and 43069 are your power cores. And for the final couple of weeks of operation, I've been adorned with vinyl nameplates, and this scenario is from the 8th of September 2004. So we're going back a few years, but it should be a good one. So I'm going to click into it and we'll get underway. A few of you have been playing the 171, which sounds good. Yeah, I had a good go on the 171 over the weekend, I must admit. M. Snitcho, good evening. How you doing? Valenta is the best, says Matt W. Everyone says that. I'm going to have to run the other 2, I think, a bit and see if I can tell the differences. Because, I'm not, unlike you guys, I'm not an HST aficionado, so I'm taking your word for it. But you all say the Valenta, you all say it. So, I'm happy to go with it. You only saw this quite late, no time to book the nurse. And I put it on the feed yesterday as well. I put it on 27 hours before in the hope that a few of you would see it. We got 35 in, so that's good. The chat is fixed. Yeah, well, I hope so, yeah. It was a bit difficult last week, wasn't it? The 171, both Southern and BCC ones are on your wish list still to get them, Elliot. Yeah, good stuff. God mode is good when it works. 59 tickets. 59 tickets between two stations, you mean? That's a lot. On the 171, I've not tried it yet on East Coastway. That's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot. Right. It's a long scenario, so it's taking a minute to load in. Railroad said, all these locals are new. I haven't got the JT Class 60, so we'll just pause through that. Or carry on through that. Yeah, well, if you've not seen this one, Railroad, this is a lot of people's popular choice, this one. Right, you know what we do. We go Clegg Factor 10 straight away. I think we're already on Motor Factor 6. Let's just open the doors, shall we, while we're waiting. The other thing I want to do is, if I can remember how to do it, I think it's Control Shift H. I've decided I like Horn 4 on this one, which is this one. From outside. Quite like that. Here we are at Leicester. We'll get everything set up. Because we should, or else we're going nowhere. So, Shift W. Get it into forwards. Do that. Then we'll do the lights. We want those on both. What else have we got? Tail lights off. Markers need to be on. I don't think we've got GSMR or anything in here. No, we haven't. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're all good to go. So let's have a quick look at the schedule. There are some timings. It says, by the way, at the bottom, both your power cores are fitted with the more modern NA256 turbocharger. See if you can hear the difference. So there you go. See if you can hear the difference. Picking up at Leicester, going via Tapton, Totley East down Hope Valley, signal RJ23, Marple Viaduct down, and then into Piccadilly at 18:15. So we've got a decent run. Still got some of the West Coast routes on your list to get. Yeah. This goes beyond the end of the tier. Yeah, it's different, yeah. I'm just scanning through while we're picking up passengers. In fact, let me go outside while we're doing that. Just had your evening meal, braised steak. Oh, don't start with that. Don't forget to set up the NRN. Is the NRN? That's what I was looking for. Let me go back in. Where's the NRN? Oh yeah, you could be right. What zone are we in? Does it say? Oh yeah, 61. Well done, that man. Let's do that. Yep, well done. I was looking for the GSMR and forgot about the NRN. That's easy to set up though. Right, we're good to go, you know. Are you ready to listen to it? There's our man in the back. Pete can get his nurse ready. Because off we go. Oh, no, we're not going anywhere with the DRA on, are we? Once we get that off, we're going. I'm going to check the sound as we go. Right, off via Tapton. This is a Valenta HST. Certainly is. Certainly is. Viking, how you doing? Yeah, another diesel. It's definitely a diesel. Volume up, says Scotch Ego. Right, okay, let me... I don't want it too loud, but... GW is in. Kyle's in. How you doing, Kyle? Wings and Things. Good evening. How does that sound? Whoever signed off the engine replacement must need a good hiding. Right, we got 47 miles by the way until we get to Tapton, so great sound. This is a great sound. Lovely. My lords, he's going to get banned for that. It's capitals. Oh wait, Streamlabs hasn't banned him yet. How did he get away with it? Zelly's got him then. Briar's there. Good evening, Briar. How are you doing? Midland Mainline by JT, and all its extensions as well, by the way. So we got the full lot. It is quite quick. It is, you're right. Of course, we got the weather in, we got the cloud pack. So it's looking quite nice again. I think these JT routes, though, they don't use the AP track. They use their own track. Yeah, they're too busy telling off GW photography to deal with anybody else. You could be right there. Good point. Yeah, so I've not run this one yet. I was just looking for one yesterday that had a decent length to it. This looked good to me, 105 minutes. I don't think we have been on the MML, this JT MML on stream yet, if I remember. And I've got absolutely stacks of scenarios for it as well, so it made sense. Weren't these Manchester services known as Project Rio? What does it say on the side, actually? The nameplate. This is the Rio Pathfinder. You could be right. You could well be right. Can you actually turn Streamlabs off, or is it on by default? You can turn it off. But you do need some level of... you guys are generally quite good, but you do need some level of moderation. Pete Wright's in the pub, watching with a Guinness. What does the Guinness think of the stream? I bet Ratty's in the pub as well. He's not announced himself yet, but he's probably in the pub. This one's preserved, is it, you think? I hope you can hear me over the sound, by the way. It is... I can see the sound of the engine is, even on the inside, is quite loud. Right, there's the 110. On the back, we got the Rio Enterprise. You might have gathered, I haven't put the vigilance or anything on because I want to keep nipping outside. I know it's not strictly the way it should be done, but I don't want to keep stopping either. If I was in the cab, I wouldn't miss one, but I like going outside, as you know. His Streamlabs is named Trump. I'll just check if it's wearing a wig and an orange face. No, doesn't look like it. May 2003 and September 2004, which fits in exactly with the where did that 60 come from, by the way? Did you see that? It came and it went a 60. Yeah, that fits in with the timings that we read in the briefing as well. Project Rio, you're quite right. He wants to hear me over Valenta. True. A bit too political. Who was? Everyone's allowed an opinion. Max speed 125 for a diesel, not an American loco. Yeah. I don't know if we get to do 125 on here actually, because I haven't run one of these yet, so I'm really not sure. There's a lot of hundreds and hundreds and tens. What did Briar say up there? You love the JT timetable on the West Coast Mainline over Shat. Yeah, it's got a lot of variety, hasn't it, as well? And if you've got the cargo lines and things like that. The nuclear. I quite like the nuclear. I know it's only in the 47, but I do quite like it. If you've got plenty of time on your hands to go 60 all the way down, then it's a good run, that. Nexus says, is the West Coast Mainline North worth it? Thinking of picking it up, then picking up Overshap and Trent Valley. In TSC, you mean? I quite like the West Coast Mainline North, but a lot of people say that it's a bit dated because it's quite old, but I think it's alright. It's difficult to choose between that and Overshap, though. For me, out of the ones you mentioned, Trent Valley is probably the last of the three I would get if you're looking for the orders to get them. I would get Overshap, then North, then Trent Valley. You got stuck in your car, Snowco, looks like. Yeah, the scrap rail in the forefoot, I noticed that. You don't think an HST would be allowed on an American route, would it? I don't know, has one ever made its way over there on a tour or anything? Flying Scotsman did, didn't it? Wonder what else has gone to the US. Flying Scotsman's been everywhere, I think. That's not a diesel though, obviously. 110 max on this section, I've got you. You're looking forward to the crew Preston route. I honestly don't know what's happening with that. There must be a, well, we're in March now. There'll be a roadmap at some point, pretty early. Let's hope it's moved on a little bit. Mexico has HSTs, yes. I think we talked about that before, didn't we? Yeah, because I remember being surprised at that. That was a while back, we talked about that. Did one of you said the inside of them were converted to, like, side benches, or did I imagine that? Rather than the seats as they are now, I think you said they had seats going the full length. I think, if I'm thinking of the right train. I remember some discussion we had about that. You're having pie and chips and gravy. Nice. You eat a lot of pies. Is that because you got your pie maker? Right, dropping speeds right down. Roadmap 9th March. Good evening, Jason. How you doing? Well, we could have a red, and we do. Valenta HSTs are 50 years old. Yeah. They still do a job. Is the Flying Scotsman in service? It's not in service as such. does rail tours and things and potters about. I think it's running right now. GW will tell us. Reds are good because it means more thrash. Yeah. As long as I get to the red and I stop, and then I can thrash it. Stop talking about pies now. Now, of course, we do have the exhaust cam, don't we? It's shift 2 and the arrow. There you go. Breathe in. Blind Scotsman's running saw it in Didcot last year. Nice. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's you that's got the pie maker. I knew one of you Peters had a pie maker. My lords again. It's quite good, that camera, isn't it? I'll go outside again and I'll thrash it up. Are you ready? Notch 5 all the way. Sounds like an EMD. It's quiet when you go back in, isn't it? From 66 action, as per. Evening, Jonathan. You love the noise. Why can't they put this sound set on for the consoles in TSW6? Or even better, have this as an add-on. I don't... There's the HST farewell pack coming out, but I don't think they've done anything with the sounds, more's the pity. That's coming up. Well, hopefully we find out about that as well in the roadmap. But I don't think there's been anything done with the sound, which is a shame. I could probably just stick it in the exhaust cam view and then just leave you to it, couldn't I? I could shut up all night. Best thrash from the rear power core. Next time we power up to 100, we'll go to the back. Or to 110. Good evening, Si. How you doing? You drive HSTs a lot more if they added the sound pack as an option. Yeah, I don't know if they'll ever add sound packs as such. I'm not sure. I mean, they could potentially do anything, but you know, like when you get a loco DLC, they have to bring out a different timetable so it doesn't cause problems for those that don't have the loco DLC. I don't know if that'll be the same thing if they brought a sound pack out. How would they differentiate between those that have it and those that don't. I don't know. David Smith, good evening, how you doing? The horrible MTU things. Like I said, I'm gonna have to run one of these. So you won't. If I run one of those, you're gonna switch off. I'm sure you wouldn't, but I need to compare the two. The previous stream of the it's the Expert 145 as well. Yeah, that's on Thursday. Is it Thursday? The Czech route is tomorrow night, so that'll be good. That'll be worth watching. Quite looking forward to that one, as I said in that update video that I did. That'll be a little bit different. Let me just save this, by the way. You found your wedding ring? Did you tell us you lost it? You might have done. I can't remember. Yeah, unfortunately, losing your wedding ring doesn't qualify you to be unmarried. You still have to have the marriage bit. You just don't have the ring. Depending on how you feel about it. Right, down for 65. We'll go to the back power core once we get out of this. You might stay, but you will complain continually. Right, well, I need to try it. Maybe I'll just try it on my own and see what it's like. I've driven this one enough now, I should be able to tell straight away. Even to my, you know, un-HST trained ear, I think. We'll get into this 80 and then we'll thrash it up. The MML HSTs have got the VP185 engine. Oh, have they? I didn't know that. I didn't know which one they had. I have got that HST pack as well. That's the other one. I need to try that one too. Josh, how you doing? Good evening to you. Right, there's the 80, so let's go to the back. There's a bit more smoke coming out the front. Get this guy up here. Taki, how are you doing? You could drop a bag full of spanners off a bridge, it would sound the same as the MTU. Is it that bad? Oh god. Surely they changed the engines from a progress perspective. That was the general idea, was it? They were engine upgrades rather than anything else. We've got 17 to go to our first go via. I like it when you power down, you hear that whistle coming down. The turbo. Is it a turbo? I presume it's the turbo. Is that what it said in the briefing? The NA256 turbocharger. Is that what that is? Whatever it is, it sounds pretty good. Open it up to notch 5, you can hear the turbo spin up with a light scream at about 17 to 20. You've got to be outside to it. We'll try that. I'm sure we'll get some signal somewhere which will slow us down. For those of us raised on the Valenta screen, the MTU is like going from an Escort Cosworth to a Nissan Micra. Now, when you put it in those terms, I understand. Don't call me Shirley. Yeah, so MTUs were a bit better on fuel, a bit more reliable, but they were boring. That's essentially where you guys are coming from. Okay, I've got you. It was the VP 185s. Right, I've got you. Wings of Thing says, you might not say it on stream, but I think you've got a soft spot for TSC over TSW. No, I haven't. I haven't. I know what you mean, and I can see why you've said it. I wouldn't say so. I just like going on long runs, that's the thing. And I can't do long runs yet. Not sufficiently, not with the wide variety. Some routes are really short, others are a bit longer. With this, there's lots of routes with long runs, and I just like doing long runs. Like this 105 minutes, great. Leicester all the way to Manchester's great. And because I'm late into TS Classic, the routes are already there, whereas with TSW, I'm waiting for each one to come out, you know. By the time I got into this, there was like 10, 11 years worth of routes already out there, you see. So I'm able to dive in. So I'm still exploring TS Classic a lot. But I can see why you said it. Makes sense. Sai prefers TSC. I like a bit of both. But I'm glad to see, like, a lot of you guys come into these TS Classic streams as well as the TSW, which is quite good. This being an older game, you know, there is that risk that people don't watch TS Classic, but I think it's still got pretty good following. Yeah, Castle Würzburg, yeah, it's a good route. Right, still 12 till I go via, or I first go via. Your only problem with TSC, it's looking very dated now. It's technically a PS2 game. Some routes, I think, I would agree with you, looks quite dated. Others with the AP stuff, it'll never be a TSW, but I still think it doesn't look too bad most of the time. Indy Scott, Brian, thank you for the sub. But like I said, because I've only been playing it a couple of years, it's quite new to me still. So there's still a lot to sort of discover for me. So I'm in that phase of it at the moment. Railroad, you turn the scoring off. Yeah, I do. Yeah, if I play the career ones, I learnt that quite early. Yeah. I missed a couple of comments there. Let me just have a quick look. Pete, you'd love TSC. You're not shelling out the price of a decent Merc convertible for a game PC. Yeah, it is expensive. It is. That's the other reason why I like to play it quite a bit on here as well, is because, well, you know, I'll get my money's worth out of it while I can. Excuse me. Because it is expensive. You're right, it is expensive. And that's why I've waited for all those AP sales. I had such a long list, and again, because I've come into it late, everything's already come out, and I want it all. So I can't afford to just go, let's have it all. I'll wait for the sales. So it took me a couple of years over the sales that they do to get to where I need it to be. But you're right, it's expensive. And sometimes getting requirements for things and swapping things around is a pain in the backside as well. But if you stick to the routes on Steam, even though some of them can be quite boring, you know, you won't get that issue because everything comes packaged like it does on TSW. It's just when you want to start improving it and go places that are not available on Steam, you have to start getting assets in and all sorts of... You sit a long time swapping things around. Do I use reshade? Probably not, because I don't know what that is. Matt, you've got TSC, but you don't play it a lot because there's so many add-ons. Yeah, it does cost a lot. Yeah. David, you like watching TSC, but you're not fond of playing it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we'll keep playing it. Yeah, I don't know if I answered this already, Josh, but 9th. Jason told us the 9th for the roadmap. Blind Southerner, how you doing? You did, Zellies, you did a full run on the West Coast Main Line in TSC. Oh, on the West Coast Main Line south on TSC and back again the other day. I've got you. I thought you meant you went all the way and back then in one go. I mean, that's good going. I think TSW is more about looks and a little bit gimmicky. I don't think it wants to be like that. I don't think that's what it's setting out to be, but I think what it is trying to do is by being like that is to get a bigger audience. And those that previously thought, you know, playing this, for example, was quite a sort of niche thing. They want people to think, well, actually, I can play it on my console and I can just get a DLC and everything's packaged in the DLC, because there's all that trouble, you know, with people playing TS Classic, trying to get add-ons and swapping things around and all that kind of thing. So, obviously on a console, you can't do that. So I just think they're trying to appeal to the TSC audience plus a few others. And it's worked, because TSW is obviously the biggest audience they've got is console. And always has been. Jerry, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, I think, yeah, David Drive says it there. I think that's exactly how I feel about it as well. Look at that cheeky thing going past. Right, we've got to 90 now. Bit of VT action. Right, yellows. Yeah, that's true as well, Pete, about the scenery. You're absolutely right. You don't like the dynamic weather. Well, you know I don't like the dynamic weather in TSW. I don't often leave that switched on. Sometimes a few of the switches in weather as you're going along just don't seem very realistic. Right, potential red in 3/4 of a mile. Dynamic weather's broken. Yeah, I don't think it's working correctly. It's a good idea, not correctly implemented, I think. Yeah, you're all saying the same thing. Yeah. Disrespect of the Voyager. I mean, in comparison to this, I mean, the fact that it was cheeky enough to come past us. And when you've got this royalty on the track. On the East Coast remaster, East Coastway remaster, you mean? Yeah, you noticed if you hold the free camera outside, once the train rolls by, yeah, the track vibrates. Yes, you do. Yeah, I noticed that as well. Rail singing. Again, I heard that echoing in a few places as well. I don't know if that's what you meant. The rail singing is in, but a couple of places it was echoing a little bit too much. I did send a quick clip in about that to see if that was right or wrong. That was on the PS5, by the way. Right, we're nearly at the first go via. Evening Bongman, how you doing? Indeed, we're in the Valenta. We're going over to the left here, aren't we? So we got a green, which means we can pump it up as we approach Chesterfield. For anybody not familiar as well with Chesterfield, that tower on there is legit. If you're wondering why it's out of shape, that's legit, that. It is really like that. Good evening, Lamore. How you doing? Still need to order your departure board. What station is it showing behind me? It's showing Manchester Piccadilly. Because we're going there. Hadfield there from the Glossop line. You'll recognise of TSW. Chester, Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah. Did you get yours, David Drives, by the way? He did ping me and... oh, you're in NRN 31, so please change it on the radio. He did tell me he got your order and you'd mentioned it, so thanks for that. Yours and Ratty's. So, do I just... how do I cancel it? I'll turn it off and turn it back on. There's probably a more technical way than that. Did it say 31? 4, 3, 1. Let's get back to where we were. There we are. Yeah, the Twisty Spire. Oh, it's stuck in customs. Oh, dear me. I hope they haven't opened it. Yeah, I've still got the desktop one is right here in front of me. At the moment, I've got the desktop one is just on Preston. I just left it on Preston. I can see what's going in and out of there, which is always quite good. Popley East down Hope Valley is our next go via. That one's huge. Yeah, it is. I mean, really, you should put it on a wall. But ideally as well, even on top of that cabinet, I would have it a bit further back. But the room is quite small. It's only a box room, so. But you can wall mount it. It comes with all the fittings, etc., already in the box. Quite good. Next is you're heading towards London in a 390, just left Coventry. Nice, very nice. Oh, you can just type the number, can you? Okay. Didn't seem to be doing it when I tried it. Shoddy Shoddy, how are you? Oh yeah, the gradient profile, yeah, just for you. Just for you. Oh, he sent it by normal mail. That will explain it then. And they probably know it's some kind of electrical device, so probably have a look at it. Let's just save it. It's a Pontypool. It's much better when you've got the announcements going as well. Then you don't even have to look at it. You can hear what's going on. It's quite interesting. The one behind me has obviously got a big speaker in the back. That sounds good. Right, we've got a 15 coming up in just over a mile. Good evening, railway man. How you doing? You have a Valenta mod for TSW, but I didn't realise there was one. Doesn't work in 6, and it's no longer on the TSC website. Ah, okay. No, I won't start you on announcements. Don't worry though, Pete. There's no bog carts tonight. At least you'd be thankful for small mercies. I nearly ran a 150 for you on here, but I thought you wouldn't appreciate it. So we've gone all out big diesel instead. Which I knew, you know, pretty much all of you would enjoy. We're in the 31 after this, Network Rail 31. We'll talk about that scenario once we get to Piccadilly. In that one, we're going Piccadilly to Sheffield. Right, here's where we've got our 15 coming up. It's a great route, isn't it, the JT MML with all the extensions. You can just go off in all sorts of directions. I haven't quite still got my head around the complete sort of route, if you will. I keep taking a look at the map. It's massive. And it's well worth the money. I got it in the, I think I got it in the last sale. It still cost me about 50 quid, but 50 quid actually is a bargain for all this amount of track that you get. And it's the usual JT style, this. It's quite well done. This is the Totley East down Hope Valley go via that we've got. So once we get past this, we'll just quickly save it again. And when we get to this 65, we'll go into the exhaust cam again for the full power up. Still under that 15 at the moment. No 150s. The Hope Valley route survived instead of Woodhead because all the posh people lived in the Hope Valley. I like it. At Totley Tunnel, you will enter NRN 017, so please change it on the radio. Right, I'll try it again now without turning it off and on. Once we get to the tunnel. In fact, I'll do it now, and then I'll just canter along. Because I want to go to the exhaust cam. Oh yeah, there you go. So, 017. Yeah, you're right, it does work. Right, we'll go to the exhaust cam. Shift +2. Oh, look at that. Can't see. is a single yellow though. We'll try that again in a minute once we get under green. Zach, how you doing? You adore the JT MML because of the air wash extension. Yeah. Glow Life Sci, thank you for the sub. It's green again now. So let's go outside, shall we? So shift to arrow. Here we go. Put it up to notch 5. Usual. Cough, cough. He smells of smoke inside. Yeah. Go back inside per Tockley Tunnel. Dreamlad's promoting the Oxenholme incident. Has it just come up? I did change it before I did add it. I did add it. Unfortunately, Streamlabs doesn't think for itself. You have to actually put those timers in with the messages. I thought I better add the Oxenholme incident because just in case anybody is new and doesn't understand what it is and why we talk about it so much. So I thought every so often I'll put the little timer which will take you just to the short which I clipped from the you just watched it. It's still great, isn't it? I mean, what you need to do as well when you get some time is go back and watch that full stream because it's a good run and just watch it as it happens because I've only clipped it there, but just watch it as we're getting towards it. I can't remember what I'm talking about, but I'm off on one like usual and then completely miss it. He never ceases to make you laugh. Oh god, it was funny. But yeah, go and watch the whole thing because it is quite good. I watched it recently, the last sort of 2 months, the whole stream. And I don't normally watch my own stuff because it's a bit odd, but this stream is the stream, says Railroad. Thank you for that. Probably talking about food. I don't know if we were actually. I don't know if we were. I think that might have even been before the food days. You didn't used to talk about food back then. I think it was biscuits. We started off with just biscuits. Jason's to blame for that. We just used to talk everyone's favourite biscuit, but then it went to pies and it went to you know, pastas, curries, kebabs. Ratty's to blame for the kebabs, definitely. Ratty is to blame for kebabs and chippies. Yeah, thank you, Jess. Yeah, everyone hit the like button if you don't mind. That'd be great. And thank you for that. We got 72 in. Thanks for coming in. We're not done yet. We've still got a way to go. I think we're due at Piccadilly 18:14, I think it said. 18:15. So we've still got a decent amount to go on this one. Your truck was screaming like a Valenta. Make everyone's heads turn anyway. Oh, ratchet straps. On two 350kg lifters stuck in the mud. The Peak National Park, there you go. Very nice. I don't even know if I've been this way yet. There's probably a lot of stuff on the MML I've not even covered yet. So much of it. Yeah, smoking on airplanes. Yeah, that's dodgy. Now the weather's brightened up as well. I'll agree with everyone that said the cloud pack does make a difference, though. It does. Like, it definitely does. That's a great sight, isn't it, that? Now we're shortly going up to a 90, so I'll put the hammer down. Hopefully I can stay outside. Doesn't seem to be any signals coming up. You bits of grammar, jammy dodger. Love it. Oh, hey. Smoking on the underground, oh god, yeah. Taxi from Penrith. Yeah. I do like going on that route, but I don't want to overdo it. Not on stream, I don't want to overdo it. Bit naughty there, going a bit fast. You emergency braked because you got distracted. You can't. It's difficult to play it yourself when somebody else is streaming it. It is. I'll agree with that. I'm always doing that. Always. This is a nice part of the route. This section's Hope Valley, is it then? I'm assuming. Graham likes trains, good evening. Is the route to Skegness coming? I don't think so. Not heard anything. It might do eventually, but I don't think there's a plan to do it that I've heard of. Preview for the the preview video for the 125? You mean the one for the German loco, the 145? That's on Thursday. Need a reel of Spad's station overshoots. Even I'm not that good at editing. There's that many of them. Can we have a look at the map, by the way? Because you're talking about Hazel Grove. Centre of the player. I don't actually know where we are. Earl's Sidings. Well, we're coming up to Marple. I don't know if anybody knows the route very well. I need to play it a lot more to know exactly where I am. Used to fly gliders at the end of the Hope Valley. I've been in a glider once and I quite enjoyed it. If it was a non-stop looper special, it'd go on for ages. They are quite funny though, because I saw the other week on Train Sim TV with Tom from Just Trains. I think because he streams on Twitch, I think one of his viewers had put it together, and it was actually quite funny. He was swearing and all sorts. It was really quite funny. It was about 12 minutes long. It was hilarious. Good evening, Ratty. Christmas special 2026 bloopers. I'd have to write down where they were in each video, I think, to be able to get them out. I could possibly do that from now onwards. Might be an idea. As long as I'm keeping track of them, I can just clip them as they sort of happen then. Yeah, a bit of semaphore signalling. Yeah, absolutely. Signal RJ23 is next. Now so go via again, because we're straight through, we're not stopping anywhere, we're straight through to Piccadilly. Let's just pause it, because we haven't done one of these yet, and we'll go down here and we'll wait for it to come along. We'll go about here, shall we? There he is around the corner. It's only 70 down this stretch. You always find the mix of modern high-speed train and Victorian era semaphore signals a bit odd. There's people manning these signal boxes still then, I assume. for all this semaphore stuff. Used to get a bog cart from Piccadilly to Hazel Grove, Destiny for Buxton. Sure, it was the same line. Yeah, these could be the Buxton Hills, couldn't they? We need somebody in the chat who knows this route inside out, can tell us. There you are, we're into Pacer territory. We could go by New Mills or Hazel Grove. The line splits just before New Mills. Yeah, let's have a look. Does it say anything in the briefing? Chesterfield, Door West, Junction, Edale, New Mills Central, then Ashbury's. I will be doing a run from Hazel Grove actually, on that northwest route that came out, the Preston, Bolton, Manchester one. There was a scenario put on which is in, I think, 3 parts, where you can take the 319 from Hazel Grove all the way to Blackpool North in 3 parts. So I thought we'd do that one night as well. I need to get my Ordsall Cord bridge back in first, because that's annoying me. Good evening, Tony. How you doing? Yes, it is Project Rio. It is. Yeah. Brain pulping. Right, downhill we go. I didn't see what tunnel that was. I was looking at the chat. I usually like to have a look what the tunnel is, because they're all named, aren't they? Don't know if it says on the map. Is this the split you were talking about, Dave? This part? Oh. Has that got me now? It's got me, because I was looking at the map. There's always one. At least one every stream. So I have to wait for the brakes now. Hopefully we're on time. It's been a decent run so far. It's a pity you can't press the buttons from within the map. That's weird, look at that. Why would that be? If I can find it. How come there's 2 warning things next to each? What's that? Is that just a mistake, or is that a real thing? Did they put a small one down and change their mind and replace it with a bigger one? You can't even see it. It's obscured. Anyway, we can carry on. I'll let you answer that one. It got him. Yeah, more thrash. Actually, yeah. Actually, you know what? You're right. You're right. Let's do shift to arrow. You ready? Crank it up. boo-boo, is that what it's called? They seem very close together. Small W is for bodcoats. Well, we'll get to thrash it again in a minute. But I'll stay in this view. Here we go. Wind that bad boy up. This is a great bit of route, by the way, to thrash one of these on. What a pleasant bit of route this is. I need to get on this a bit more. I want to kind of learn the layout properly. Let's just see where we are station wise. It's going to tell us. Chinley. It's Chinley. So that being the case, can we go back to the map? I have to unpause it to go back to the map, don't I? Oh, Chinley. Yeah, see, look at the map's massive. The map's absolutely massive. The whole MML. Right, we got another alarm. Did I get that one? Did I get that one? Got me again. It's the map. I'm not going in the map anymore. That's it now. I've fallen out with the map. You wish smell-o-vision existed. Yeah, you'd be choking by now. Yeah, that's the map. It's the map's fault. You get 5 seconds in the map and that's it. And with a map that big, it's not really that fair, is it? It's a trap. Right, so let's do it again. Boy, thrash. It's worth an emergency brake just for this. The dog's looking at you weird. Oh no, not again. Don't do it. Third time. Oh dear. Right. That's it now. No more exhaust cam either. I should have realised actually after we got the last one. Dear. At least, as I always said, the recovery's dead easy on this. If I take that off, the brakes just come off. It's one of the easier ones. Try and justify it. We'll stay in the cab now. You're not getting any thrash for that now. A fast trick. Right. We'll do it proper now. 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times in a few minutes. Actually, Pete told me not to sing last week, so I better stop. Replacement driver. This is why Valenta enthusiasts are not allowed to get near the driver normally. They have to stay in the back. This one potentially could be a red, couldn't it? Go with it. Thank you for the sub. How you doing? Because I don't want to go through a red. I'm going to save it. I think we've had enough drama for one night. Yeah, we can thrash the brakes as well. Add to the smoke we've got going on. See that? Do you see it brighten up then? It's great, that. Almost like the clouds are moving. Sun's coming out from behind the clouds. Where's that signal? There it is. Oh, green now. I didn't want to miss that one. His brakes are going to need replacing. Check what you put in the Discord. Yeah, I'll have a look for it. New Mills South Junction box, this is. A New Mill Central coming up. You love it. You love the e-brakes, really. It's in lieu of SPADs. We can get out of e-brakes, we can't get out of SPADs. Not so easily. That was the Hazel Grove line off to the left, was it? I've got you. I need to get the map out again. I'll definitely do that, I think, when I get some time to sit and look at it. Been to Stockport a few times, Freddie, yeah. So this is New Mills Central coming up. Got some character, some of these stations, haven't they? That's what I mean, it's a great route. It's a lot of route, but it's a good route. More pacer action. You're having a cup of tea? I don't blame you. You've got your departure board set to Manchester Piccadilly. So have I. If you can see the one in the back, Ratty. Got 1958 to Longsight. Yeah, there's a lot of nice stations on this. Go from these little rural ones, then we get into Piccadilly soon, which is the opposite. You've got one coming as well, Freddie. Nice. Did you order it because we've been talking about them on here, or were you just getting one anyway, just out of interest? £70 for the complete bundle of this route. Yeah, but I think probably from memory around sort of Easter, there's more often than not, I've noticed, because I keep writing it down, that's how sad it is, a Just Trains sale coming up. So if you haven't got it and you don't fancy forking out £70, hang on for a couple of weeks and see if the sale comes up. If not, it'll be what it is. But you're showing the 2096. How have you found it, Ratty, since you've had it about a week, have you now? Have you been able to get off it yet? Very scenic, isn't it? Oh, nice, Freddie. I hope. Did you tell them? Did you put it in the comments that you watched it on the channel? Because that'd be good. I don't get any sort of kickback on it, by the way. It's just nice. It's just nice feedback to know that, you know, the video worked, and it showed it to you all. A 37 with Mark 1s out of Piccadilly. Nice. You've got it on, but the audio, you put it on or off or you go mad, yeah. Depends which station you tune into, doesn't it, really? What voice pack did you get, Ratty? I can't remember. Was it Emily or was it one of the fellas? You got the dovetail version. Yeah, if you get the other one, it's better. Way better. I think on Just Trains is... I don't know if it matters. The signal head is yellow, treat it as green. There you go. It recommends... an order to install them in. You don't get any issues. I don't know if that's really a thing, but I followed it anyway. Because you get all the individual routes in the bundle and you just put them in, you know, as you go. If the signal ahead is red, press tab. Alright. Looks red to me. This is an official SPAD, this one. We're allowed this one. We've got 30 coming up, which is why I'm not giving it the beans at the minute. Right, this one we're allowed as well. Oh, you got Eleanor, Phil and Matthew. Nice. Very nice. Right, I don't know if I need to stop for this one now. There's been that many you can go through them sort of signals that I'm not entirely sure. Piccadilly's only just over 7.5 miles. We'll edge towards it, see what it lets us do. We'll see if there's anything in front of us. Not letting me tab it. Oh, Burney Arms. Did we try Burney Arms? What was that one, Dave, that you said last week that we went to and it had 2 trains a day? Wasn't Burney Arms. There was another one you mentioned. This is Romley, by the way, this station. Denton, it was Denton. It was Denton. I don't know whether I can go through this one or not. It's got a bit confusing. If I get that feather like that, is that not telling me I can go? What do you reckon? I think we can look at the map this time. This is us. That one's red. Yeah, tab's not doing it. I'll save it. Oh. I'm tabbing now and it's not letting me. Signal failure, a feather and a red. That's what I thought. Shall we go through it? I have saved it. Shall we just go through? But then it makes me wonder, will the next one stay red? We'll see. Give it the beans, nothing can go wrong. I'll probably say spad. Session over. 7 3/4 miles from Piccadilly. Dean, thank you for that sub. How you doing? Pick the signalman. Yeah, he's probably drinking his tea. We're going the right way anyway. The points are set. We're on time at the moment as well, according to this. Even after 3 emergency brakes. You've been to the Birdie Arms by boat up the river. I did go through the Birdie Arms this morning. I was having a go on the because we talked about playing the Wherry lines at some time. I did have a go today on the Wherry lines. So I did go through it. And I did nearly overshoot the Birdie Arms, because it's a very small platform, isn't it? Right, this one's gone green now, so it looks like we're back. Alright. It is a single yellow. The feather means that feather means you're going off whichever direction it's pointing in. So it was saying we're going off to the left. And yeah, like you said, it shouldn't, unless we've got a signal that's allowing us through, it shouldn't show that to us yet. That signal should be just red, and then when we're approved to go, it should show the feather and the signal at the same time then. You've been away and you've missed your board all week. It's nice to see a couple of you are picking them up though. Next stop, Piccadilly. See Manchester coming up now in the distance. Let's just save it again before we get to Piccadilly. Five to go. You got your car insurance this month. Yeah, that's not cheap, is it? See what you have in the bank after that. Yeah. It's handy. It's nice having that sat there as well. I know I've got the one behind me. It's nice having the one there when you're playing train sims as well. So like we were doing last week on the stream, kept setting the station to where we were going. It's good fun, that. Having a look what's really coming in and out of the station. Like, that's why I left that one on Piccadilly behind me. We could see really what's coming in and out of Piccadilly. But it's nice when you're playing the sim. It's been a good run. Apart from those brakes, it's been a decent run, this one. We're going to jump in the 31 next. Yeah, I've got the whole GT Midland Mainline and extensions, yeah. Yeah, so I was saying earlier, I got the bundle from... I had a couple of them from Steam. A couple of parts of it. But I decided to get the whole GT bundle. So I got the lot. And I uninstalled Steam, the couple of Steam versions that I got. I got those ones in a sale anyway. The Steam ones. So I didn't waste too much money on them. But this complete package is great, as you can see. I think this is a scenario that comes with the Valenta, actually. It's an AP scenario, this one. How you doing, Gene Kepler? Nice to see you. You've just reinstalled it. Nice. Nice. Getting back into the train sims, very good, very good. Your insurance was 40 quid cheaper this year. Yeah, mine went down a bit last time. Mine's October though, I think. So mine's a way off yet. Whaley Bridge just came up on the Buxton service. You had a pub lock in there. See all those memories now that it's evoking, you know. I've got a 30 coming up. As we get towards Manchester. Aye, Paul, how you doing? The multi-layer might be why you get multi-wisp mods. No, I completely uninstalled the Steam ones. So it shouldn't affect it. There's a bit of rubbish on the track round here. You can tell we're getting towards the city. We're 2.5 miles, no less. Don't even try and say Manchester in accent. Manchester. It's always got a tar on the end. November. October. Or if you're Gary Neville, Manchester United. Right. Staying at 30. Still gonna arrive on time. Only another e-brake could make us late now. And I'm not planning on that. Don Boy, how you doing? You've still got TSC, just not installed. You hope to get back into it. Yeah. Why not? Give it a try. Here we are. Here's where we're joining back up again, look. You'll recognise from the Manchester Airport route in TSW if you've got that. You're off, Elliot. Okay, cheers, mate. Thanks for coming in. Tinted Madness Break Show. I know you come on here for a bit of action. If it's not a spad, it's an overshoot or an e-brake. Or speeding over the points at twice the speed. Oh, it's a bit choppy on here as well, like it is in TSW, look. "20 frames. Dare I say it, the chat is behaving itself today. I don't mean you guys, I mean the actual YouTube chat. Unlike last week, where we were having those issues. So that's nice to see. Right, platform 7. I'm hoping the Virgin Trains Pendo is not at Piccadilly, like it always is in TSW. It could be. No, it won't. It can't be. You always behave. Not off. Nearly there. We'll be back out in a 31. "15 into the station as well." There's a few things in, which is nice to see. Pretty much bang on time, I would say. Really good run that, I've enjoyed it. How big is this route? Oh, it's massive. I don't even know if I could tell you in mileage, unless somebody else knows. It goes off in so many different directions. Quite a few extensions on it. $91.90. Oh, you mean the train? Not mileage. Lord of the Isles is over there, look on our right hand side. Nice. 87024. We'll go and have a look at that in a sec. Let's get the doors open. We'll do that. And we'll do that. Let's go and have a quick shufty. Oh, there you go. Got some bog carts there for Pete as well. Quite a nice livery, that. I can't help feeling it's half and half though. Good work, driver. With the route via Stockport being closed, it's certainly got a bit congested towards the end there. If you haven't done so already, shut down this power car using the fire alarm test button. The rear power car must stay active so as to supply ETS. This scenario will finish in 1 minute. Alright, fire alarm test button. Where's the fire alarm test button? Is that all I need to do? Yeah, maybe. Awful livery. It's its first blue vans of the original. That's why it looks like, right, that's why it looks like two different ones. That makes sense. Bad luck, you did not complete the scenario. Why? Why? I was perfectly on time. That's not fair, is it? What did I do? Speeding 19 times. 92 miles that was on this actual service. I quite enjoyed that. I'm not going to lie, whether I failed it or not. Right, we're going to look for the 31, which is in here somewhere. 31 EP. It is the 5 Zulu 3-1. This one. So, following an air leak on the stock 31465 and its test train have been laid up in the eastern spur at Manchester Piccadilly for the past 2 nights until a fitter was able to attend and rectify the fault. Now that's been done, you've been tasked with taking 31465 and its stock from Piccadilly on 5 Zulu 31, the 1910 to Doncaster West Yard. You'll be in charge as far as Sheffield, where another crew will take over to Doncaster. This one's set a bit more recently, 2015, so we're going to do that. Hey Chris, how you doing? Oh, thanks for that, David. The DTG forum says Midland Mainline is 228 miles, including all the extensions. Yeah, it's a big route. And I was saying to Tom from Just Trains the other night that I still don't think I've been to every sort of far corner of it yet, because there's that much of it to play. You missed another AWS warning. Well, we know that happens, don't we? JT say 215. It's near enough. It's near enough. Sheffield's your local, Freddie. Yeah, we're going there now. Good evening, driver. After a fitter fixed the air leak earlier today, you're now ready to work this 5 Zulu 3-1 as far as Sheffield, where you'll be relieved. This is an empty stop move. There's no testing taking place. Your maximum permitted speed is 80 miles per hour. Get set for departure. Move forward. and wait for the ground signal. Right. Yeah, cool. Let me take that off first. And let's do it. Into forwards. Do I need to... How come the AWS didn't go off? Oh. Hang on. Where's the master key? The master key goes there, doesn't it, normally? Oh well, it lets me put it in forwards. So it's fine. Instrument lights. Headlights. Windows. Can we put the windows down in this? It's just an EP, isn't it? Not a full... Where's the route indicators? Now I need the bloody manual to see where the route indicators are. Give me a sec. Plus 31. Keyboard controls. Is the engine actually started? I don't know if it is it? Oh yeah, it's ticking away, I can see it. Headlight is H. Marker lights is J, that's what I was looking for. Control M. For the motor factor, we can clag this one as well. So let's do that. Straight to 10. Alright, cool. That'll do. Let me go back to the chat. Yeah, cheers Dave. See you later. Yeah, gonna need some new shoes. It might go this fast. I don't know. We'll try it, shall we? We'll see. Got to wait at the ground signal. So we'll do that. Let him out in front of us. Let's check the schedule. We're going via Reddish North, New Mill Central once again, Edale, I think that is, and then Sheffield. Yeah, maximum permitted speed 80. It's a nice night, look. So we have the horn. Right, we got the signal. That's good. Probably turn the sound up on this one as well. $185. Can't beat some classic traction. You're earning overtime while watching this and drinking Peroni. Nice work you can get. It is nice work, yeah. I could go at Peroni myself, to be fair. As it is, I've got to get to Sheffield. Look at all this stock coming out of here. I love this. Look at all this. Different liveries as well. Really good. Really good. Nice to see. Right, we have a yellow here. We'll get out of the way of this and then we should be able to thrash it with any luck. You're going to drive the 185 in a simulator for your work experience. That'd be good. I do like driving the 185 in this. It'd be good in a simulator though, like a real simulator. Whereabouts are you doing that? Did you say that before? I must have missed it. At Northern, I assume. Is it at this depot down here at Ashbury's? Is that where you're going? Oh, it's transparent. Of course, transparent, not Northern. Yeah, yeah. There they are, over on the left. The lighting on this scenario, I know I said at the beginning, the lighting's great on this. I'm hoping once we get out of Manchester we can pick up speed. It promised us 80, so... Flowery field, yeah. Swiss Cottage, that's a great name. I always think it's a great name, that. Swiss Cottage. Come on, signals. Here's the back. DBSO on the back. These are red. DBSO, yeah, yeah. There isn't a drivable DBSO, I don't believe, in TS Classic. I think it is just scenery, as it were. Can we thrash it now we got the green? Yeah, I'm using the cloud enhancement pack. Yes, I am. Windows down. One of them is. I'll do the other one. Oh, I can't do that one. Actually, no, the windows are not down. The windows don't come down in this. Which is a bit strange, isn't it? Yeah, they don't come down. Possibly because this is an enhancement pack rather than a sort of train package on its own. It's a shame. I thought I had the left window down for some reason. That's habit. It's one of the things I always do when I drive something. If the window comes down, I open it. Yeah, it's because, like I said, the 37 is it's a local pack rather than an enhancement pack. This just changes a few things on the standard 31, this one. There's a 31 2 miles away from you right now. Nice. A working one. There's actually, talk about the 37, there's plenty of scenarios for the AP37 on here as well. And there's some standard ones that use a default. I need to swap them out, really. Just takes ages to swap it all. Yeah, the 171 is quite loud, yeah. Right, approaching Reddish North. That's our first go via. Hey Plums, how you doing? Oh, there's thrash mode, isn't there? Control T. You're quite right. Control T. I'll put it on. It's not on. It's not on. Control D. Active. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, it's a bit better, yeah. A lot better. Right, back to New Mill Central. So, New Mill Central, Edale and Sheffield. So we're only stopping at Sheffield, of course, because with no passengers. Yeah, put some in the Discord, yeah. Wilf, good evening, how you doing? GT Midland Mainline, this is. (31/4) is running from Leicester to Peterborough Epic back in the day. I like a 31, I must admit. When I worked for the civil engineers when I was younger, I used to go out in the I know I've told this story before. When I used to go out in the civil engineers saloon doing the when I was a clerk, doing the note taking for the track inspections, the saloon used to be pulled, just a single coach used to get pulled by a 31 every time. I went in the cab many times. Yeah, all good, Wilf, thank you. I should probably set my board behind me. Let me just get ready for this signal to Sheffield. That's yellow, that, isn't it? We'll slow down a bit anyway. I'll set the board behind me to Sheffield. Being as we're headed that way. Wrong way. That's what I wanted to do. Try to do this while I'm driving. Right, should change to Sheffield. There you go. That's Sheffield. It's Hope on this route. Yeah, Hope Valley is, yeah. She lives in Hope. Favourite train in service is the South Western Railway Class 158. Plenty of 158s knocking about on this route. Around Piccadilly. Now this could be red. Looks green to me. We've had 1,047 views of the stream, so thank you very much everybody for coming in. This is where we had that dodgy signal, wasn't it? That one. And now the feather is correct. There is no feather there for that. It's on red. John Shuttleworth, what happened to him? Is he still knocking about? What did he used to drive? He sung a song about it. Was it Austin Ambassador Wire Edge? Can't remember what it was. Thanks for that, Tony. Yeah, thank you. What routes from Just Trains? Well, this one definitely. The Great Western Main Lines I haven't got yet because I think parts of it are a bit not very good, let's say. Because they're quite old, not up to this standard. Saying that though, if the bundle, the Great Western Main Lines, goes in the sale next time, I'm going to pick it up because I need it as requirements for some other stuff that I want. So I would start with this one if you haven't got this one. I would say this is the best one, and there's lots of it. There was a new episode last Christmas. Oh, I missed that. I remember him being on years ago. .45 through here. Careful treading. I give it the beans now. There's a bit of dirt coming out of that. You wish JT would remaster the Great Western. Yeah, parts of it look terrible, don't they? I mean, if I get it in the sale, I will do the full run. I'll definitely do it because I've done the West Coast Main Line and the East Coast Main Line full runs as videos, so I'd do that as a full run as well. But I know some of it's not up to standard. It's a Class 31, Wilf. Yeah, that's that thrash mode that Plums reminded me of, which means you can hear a bit more of it from inside the cab, which helps when the windows don't go down. Right, we've got a 20 through New Mills, so unfortunately we'll start powering it down. Uh, 31, Wesley. 31465 to be exact. Yeah, this early evening lighting's really nice. I'm liking it. Just right for a run to Sheffield. William, how you doing? Nice to see you. That's to tell us to get down to the 20. Which we are doing with the help of this hill. Yeah, you're looking forward to Medway Valley. Should be quite a nice route in TSW. That it's quite a good route in TS Classic as well. We must play that again in the run up. In fact, British Ace did a couple of scenarios for it, which I've got, which I have run off stream. Get a good look at the route. Right, there's our 20. See if we can maintain it. Or thereabouts. Edale is our next go via. That's in 9.5 miles. So we'll just save it. There's a big old valley down there, look. Great route. GTA 6 before Tsunami. Yeah. Oh god. That Tsunami's becoming a bit of a joke, isn't it? I don't. Let's just hope when it comes out we'll be blown away by it, and it'll be worth the wait. You know, I don't really care if they've done a great job on it. You know. And I hope it runs a little bit better than the TSC version as well, because it's a bit stuttery to say the least in places on TS Classic. The Czech route looks very good. I can't wait to dive into that. Like I was saying in the last video I did about it, it's completely new. It's something, you know, to get stuck into. New signalling, everything. For some of us, you know, there'll be some Czech players out there that'll know all about Czech railways, obviously, but it'll be the first one they'll get to play in TSW even, so it'll be good for them as well. But there's been a lot of positive feedback about that route. Right, let's go and sit by the track up here. We'll go about here, shall we? That'll do us. Throttle's wide open. That threw me. I thought we were coming down here. We've even got rail singing as well. I'll have a look at that, Pete, yeah. You hope they take the hint from the response to the check route. Yeah, that video that I did, where I was just going through the article, has actually had really good numbers. So that's how you can kind of tell that a lot of people are interested in it, more so than other things at the moment. So I think it's a route that a lot of people are looking forward to. Rightly so, I think. And it's a new developer as well. I also had somebody, Paul, come to me. Did he send you a list, like, of the signals? It was like it was a comment. It was quite a detailed comment. It was like that, and it was actually quite a good comment, a lengthy comment he sent me, which I found quite useful, and I told him so as well. Can't remember his name though, unless I have a quick look. But it was very detailed. He obviously knew his stuff. And then he had somebody tell me I had a typo in one of the names, and he's quite upset about it. He also sent me quite a long comment about that too, just for a spelling mistake. Oh, he sent you a full document. Oh, I didn't get that. I got a very detailed comment. Now, we are getting a manual as well for that route, so I'm hoping, you know, there's a bit more on the signalling in there. I did want to try and get the manual if I could before the route comes out, but I don't know whether we'll be able to. Just so we can read up on it a little bit. You think you'll get the check route, Pete? I think it'll be a good route. I don't know if they're a Czech team actually, Ratty. No, I don't know. The name doesn't sound like a Czech name. That's very English actually, but that's not to say that they're not local. You said one of the names wrong, someone got very excited. Yeah, it was probably the same guy. I suspect it was the same guy. All I'd done is left a space where there shouldn't be one. Just one space. And, yeah. I paid for it. Should get manuals for all the routes, would be nice. That's the nice thing about the JT routes as well, you get that big manual that comes out with each route. So JT have always done quite detailed manuals, haven't they? Even in TS Classic, they do manuals. You're not getting it, Shoddy. You're not really fussed about foreign routes. They're all foreign to you. That's a good point. That is a very good point. You haven't got much choice. And if we did get an Australian route, then Australian Worldwide Gaming would want an exclusive. So you might even get your nose pushed out there as well, I reckon. Right, they promised us we could get up to 80, but I think we're going the wrong way up the hill. This is the wrong direction. But we're ticking along just nicely. It's good. He would go off. Him and his mates might do a brutally honest review though. On the fence for the Czech route. Well, the don't forget the preview stream is tomorrow, so get a good look at it. It'll be the first time that I've seen it as well tomorrow. I'm quite looking forward to it. I think the devs are on the stream as well tomorrow. Yeah, clickbait. Yeah. Yeah, quite looking forward to that stream. We're about to drop down the hill into Edale. Oh, 6 AM, is that what it is? Oh god, yeah. That's a brutally rough time to get up. Right, here we go. Down the side. Via Edale, and then I think we are straight through to Sheffield after that. Now we're motoring. It's better. We're just under 20 miles to Sheffield. Not bad. Not a bad run. We'll just save it. Right, 80 is our maximum permitted. So I'll just put an initial step of brake in just to keep us honest. When you're on the railway, you're getting up at 4:45 to start lining up at 6. Yeah, that's rough. I suppose it's relative to what you're getting up for, though, isn't it? That's quite, you know, that's quite a nice thing to get up for, actually. Lovely. There's New Mills Central, and is there New Mills New Town as well, which is like opposite? And there's a couple of New Mills, isn't there, if I remember correctly? Central is a broken down shack and a vandalised toilet. I've never been to it. Getting 80 out of 31 is good going. Yeah, keep tapping the brake. I mean, we are going downhill. I mean, that definitely helps. The freight line is still in, look. There's a lot of, by the way, on this route, there's a lot of freight stuff that you can do. What I need to do is, because I've got that Class 66 EP version 2.0, there you go, there's a Freightliner. I need to swap it out. There's all the services I need to swap, because it's still using the old EP, so I might as well get the new one in there. So I have a lot of work to do on this route to get everything set up right. The lighting looks nice for the cutting. They've done a really good job on the lighting on this one. Looks really good. Got the moon out. One in 100 downhill. You like your ratios, don't you, Shoddy? The new mill centre could be old new mills. The other one could be new old mills. Oh, that's too confusing. You only turned your canal boat round there. Oh. Right, we can put a bit of throttle in now. Yeah, so going back to the check route, I would hope that with the check route going to preview tomorrow, that it won't be long until we get it. We'll obviously have to wait and see what they say. But we will, if we get hold of it, we'll do the usual, we'll play it quickly. If we can, if we're allowed to. And I've got my fingers crossed for this next road map that they tell us when the Crew Preston is. That's the one I really want. And they did say it would be out by Christmas, if you remember, on the original road map. But there's not a sign of it. Which is a shame. Do a few of those merry-go-round coal trains. In fact, we'll do a big stream on that. I'm definitely taking a day off when that comes out. Then we can get into it. Right, 70 coming up. Used to live near a town that was called Gisborne. It had Old Gisborne, New Old Gisborne, and New Gisborne. I bet that caused some problems at the post office. That's a single yellow, that. Kept moving because of bushfires and mining, but some people always stayed behind. Wow. We are just on the, just over 9.5 miles to Sheffield now. What have we got? That's good, we're green. Yep, no worries, Paul. Cheers. Have you still got a narrowboat, Ratty? I just saw you comment about Morple. The long old tunnel. Alright, if you want to go to Nottingham. Got the freight on there as well, you might notice. Eight to go. It's been a good stream. Thank you again everybody for coming in, and to our new subs as well. Always appreciated. We're up to 1,265 views on the stream, which is great. That's a strange place then, yeah. How long is this actual tunnel? It's massive. Ryan, thank you for the sub. How are you doing? Right, let's come down for 70, then 55, then 50, all downhill as well. I think this scenario, by the way, this one is by a guy called RS John on Alan Thompson Sim. I think this is where I got this one from. He does very good scenarios for anyone who plays TS Classic. And he does quite a few for the Midland Mainline as well. Always good ones. Certain people that make scenarios, like Adam when Adam comes in, certain people you can go to every time they do really good scenarios. This guy's one of them. Now we went off up to the right there. That's where we came from last time. So this bit, we haven't been down this bit tonight. So let's just check the station. Then we know where we are. This is Door and Totley. This one. We got 4 miles into Sheffield, just like that. Nearly there. Don't you go through Barnsley? I don't know, actually. I don't think so. You're on a tour with 31s a few years back, with 31s which burst not long after leaving Sheffield, and you got 2 37s. Oh, every cloud. .31s or 37s. Sounds like a good trip. Even if you did have to wait for a bit for the 37s to come rescue. If you've only just left Sheffield though, I bet they were knocking about, weren't they? I bet they didn't have to come so far. Been live 3 hours. Thank you everybody for coming in. Richard, thanks for the sub. How are you doing? That just went double yellow, which is alright. So the check streams tomorrow. The German expert loco is Thursday, so there's 2 streams from DTG this week. If you're interested in that German loco. But there was an article today. I didn't read the article actually. It probably had the price in it. I don't know if anybody knows what the price is. I have no clue. I know the Expert 101 was a bit pricey, wasn't it, compared to other locos that we get. So I would expect this one's probably the same. Right, we got just over a mile to go, and that's us done. How you doing, Gerard? No, I don't actually know if there is any check trains on Train Simulator. That's a good point. I'll have to do some research on there, unless anyone in the chat actually knows if there is. I'm not aware of any. If there is, we'll try and get some. Somebody might have created a route themselves, but I don't know about the rolling stock. We just have to see. But we'll check it out. That's true. The Expert 101 came with the cab core, but I don't know if that's affecting the price or not. Right, here we go, half a mile-ish. As we roll into Sheffield. Oh, there you go, you don't get banned if you do half caps and half normal, you don't get banned. It must be all caps it doesn't like. So you just have to stick 2 random letters on the end that are in the lowercase and you should be alright. Looks like. It's a workaround. Welcome to Sheffield. Bodcart City, Pete. Look. Come out to greet you. There's a 222 over there though. Which will be the old one. Won't be the new EP. I've not swapped it. I've had this scenario for a while, I think. But I'm not really as bothered about some of the AP, swapping some of the AP stuff that I'm not driving. Otherwise, you can be sat there months swapping things in and out. That'll make him jump. Right, so we're pulling up to this signal at the end of the platform. You've been doing the travel expense report. But which was more boring? Oh, it'll have English text for faults. Oh, that's good news. That's good news. Yeah, that was the most difficult thing, having to keep getting the manual out to look, because if you don't speak German, you're a bit stuck. So that's nice, yeah. And thanks, Paul, by the way. Have a good day. Here's our palsies waiting for us. There we go. We can't wind the window down to talk to them though, that's the only problem. But that's Sheffield. Train boy's a bot? Is that what you're saying? Well done, driver. That's your turn done on this. A colleague will now take this the rest of the way to Doncaster, ready for its booked week of overnight testing. Scenario complete. So there you go. That is us done for tonight. Hope you've had a good time. Let me switch back to this one. There we go. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I knew despite the emergency brakes, you would enjoy the HST and the 31. Who doesn't like a 31? Let's face it. Thanks everybody for coming in. I'll be in the chat tomorrow at DTG with the Czech route. So say hello if you see me there. Thanks for coming in. Have a good rest of your night, and yeah, see you on the next one. All the best. See you later.